We begin with some weird-ass cosmic entity named the Beyonder who came out of nowhere and took pieces of different worlds to build his Battleworld. He also pulled different characters from those places, including the Avengers, calling it an experiment. After convincing Loki to join them, they tried to use the Asgardian Bifrost to send everyone home, but unfortunately, it didn't work. Loki and Tony Stark attempted to rebuild the Bifrost, but unfortunately, they were missing an important piece of technology or knowledge to make it work. They believe this missing piece is probably in the one place they haven't found yet, the Beyonder's headquarters. That said, the Avengers scattered to search for Beyonder's base, but they couldn't find much of shit. Tony gets frustrated when he struggles to do any work with a makeshift lab. Captain America tries to check on him, but Tony pretty much tells him to fuck off. Cap refuses to be criticized and asks him to find him when he's done being childish about it. Tony continues to complain about Captain America while repairing his armored suit. The wall breaks down from nowhere, and Ares, the Prince of War, shows up. Ares then quickly lunges at Tony with an axe, but skillfully dodges him. With just pointing at it, Tony summons pieces of his armor until he fully transforms into Iron Man. He quickly calls out for the Avengers, but discovers the signal is jammed and suspects it must be Ares' doing. Iron Man is confident that he can handle him on his own. He tries attacking him with his unibeam, but Ares knocks him down when it malfunctions. When Ares is about to finish him off, Captain America arrives at his rescue and knocks him down with his shield. Ares was offended when Iron Man suspects he must have come from Asgard, like Thor. Ares declares that Asgardians are disgusting, uncultured beasts and claims they ain't shit compared to refined Olympians, like him. In his frustration, he grabs Iron Man and throws him into the ceiling, but Captain America tosses his shield at him, bringing him to his knees. They ask Ares why he is attacking them, to which he explains that it's because they are in Battleworld, an entire planet dedicated solely to war. Out of nowhere, the wall explodes, and Crimson Widow, MODOK, and the Absorbing Man show up. Crimson Widow and MODOK quickly attack them, but Captain America deflects it. Ares charges at Captain America while the Absorbing Man attacks him from a distance with a ball and chains. Iron Man covers for Captain America and tells MODOK he isn't known to work well with others. MODOK explains that he doesn't, except when it's to destroy the Avengers. When Iron Man's unibeam attack malfunctions, he gets blasted by MODOK instead. Captain America suggests making a tactical retreat to which they escape through a window with Iron Man carrying him. Ares complains at Crimson Widow, claiming he could have won without their interference, but she tells him to stop bitching. Although they manage to get outside, Iron Man's suit malfunctions and can barely stay afloat with a faulty thruster. Crimson Widow catches up to them and pulls them down from the air. Captain America nearly falls and barely hangs on to the grappling hook that Crimson Widow used to pull them down. When he climbs back up, Absorbing Man attacks him, but he skillfully dodges. Ares sneaks up and attacks Captain America, but he barely dodges it. When Captain America knocks Ares down, Crimson Widow and MODOK attack him from behind. Iron Man rushes to his side, but Crimson Widow zaps and knocks him out. With Iron Man and Captain America unconscious, they report back to their leader. Captain America and Iron Man later wake up in a containment cell when the Beyonder suddenly reveals himself behind Ares and the others attacking them. Without uttering a word, he pulls Iron Man aside and leaves Captain America behind with Ares and the others. Captain America asks them what the Beyonder wants with him, to which Absorbing Man reveals that they were only ordered to capture Iron Man and nothing about him, which they insist will be keeping company. Captain America claims that 4 of them against him unarmed isn't fair, but he still manages to escape them. Despite being outnumbered, Captain America proves he is better at close combat. He uses Absorbing Man as a shield, but it doesn't seem to work since the enemies have no problem with shooting their own. Their attacks ricochet and bounce off the walls when they shoot at him. Ares furiously attacks Captain America with an axe, but he uses Absorbing Man as a shield. He inadvertently cuts off Absorbing Man's hand, which Captain America uses to escape the room. Captain America quickly searches for Iron Man, but discovers the comms still don't work. Meanwhile, Beyonder takes Iron Man to his lab to convince him to work with him. He claims they are in his citadel, where he overlooks Battleworld. When Tony asks his reason for creating Battleworld, Beyonder admits that he is in constant pursuit of knowledge and to satisfy his innate curiosity. They quickly argue over differences in opinions, to which Tony explains that Beyonder didn't create anything and simply took things apart. Beyonder claims that men like them stand upon the shoulders of giants. When Tony claims that his greatest achievement is his armor, Beyonder disagrees and claims they both know his true achievement. Beyonder claims that he knows why Tony stays up all night, hoping to finally find the greatest achievement, fearing that he'd one day be forgotten if he didn't. To win him over, Beyonder removes the restraints on Tony, claiming to want to talk as equals. He then asks to work with him and claims he has much more to offer him than technology. He then pulls out an orb that he claims can make cells regenerate indefinitely, making anyone immortal. Tony refuses to believe it, claiming it to be impossible, but the Beyonder insists it's true and tells him to imagine everything he could do or create over time. Tony sternly refuses to work with him, but Beyonder explains that he would be working with him, not for him. Beyonder then promises to return the universe to how it was and undo Battleworld in exchange for Tony working with him. He believes that their combined knowledge would reshape reality as they see fit. Beyonder then hands him the Immortality Orb, convincing Tony to agree. Captain America later walks in on them and tries to convince Tony to leave, but he refuses. He explains that they may have been wrong about the Beyonder all this time, and claims that with the Immortality Orb, he could change everything. When he brushes him off, Captain America claims that this isn't like him to accept what the Beyonder offers. He tries to talk him down, but Iron Man is dead set on fighting Captain America for it. He then quickly blasts Captain America with a unibeam attack and pushes him against the wall, breaking it down. Captain America manages to wrestle the ball out of Iron Man's hands, but when he picks up the orb, he is immediately tempted by it. Iron Man quickly blasts it away from him and picks it back up. Coming to his senses, Captain America tries to reason with Iron Man, but he grows hostile towards him. When Captain America slowly approaches him, Iron Man warns him to stop while aiming his weapons at him. Captain America claims he only wanted to talk and pretended to lower his shield, but when Iron Man lowered his guard, he threw it at him, dropping the orb. He tries to get Iron Man to see reason, but he brushes him aside and escapes with the orb. Captain America stops him by throwing his shield at one of his thrusters. Iron Man gets furious at him and attacks him with a unibeam before he lunges and wrestles him for it. Beyonder is thrilled to see close friends fight over it and intends to watch things unfold. He admits this wasn't originally planned, but claims that pursuing knowledge takes one to unexpected places. Ares claims they would be happy enough to destroy either or both, but Beyonder claims that he doesn't want them to until he sees where this goes. The others grow tired of seeing Iron Man and Captain America fight each other and beg the Beyonder to let them in on the action. Still, Beyonder refuses, claiming to want to see who is willing to do what is necessary. He explains that this is exactly what Battleworld is for. Captain America tries to run with the orb, but Iron Man ferociously chases after him, attacking Cap every chance he gets. Crimson Widow claims that these senseless mind games have gone on too long, to which Beyonder then agrees they end it. The enemies are excited to get the chance finally, but when Absorbing Man tries to attack them, Iron Man attacks him with a unibeam, revealing their internal fighting to be only a ruse. Beyonder was surprised that he didn't see it coming, to which Iron Man claims he isn't anywhere near as smart as him. Iron Man then unleashes everything he has to attack the Beyonder and have the building collapse on him. Captain America asks Iron Man if he got what he needed, to which he explains that he already hacked and downloaded the schematics of the orb, including the code to power up the Bifrost. Having no need for the orb anymore, Captain America throws it at them, and it gets lodged up in MODOK's nose. The others then start fighting against each other for possession of the orb. The Beyonder crawls out from the debris unscathed from the collapse and claims that no one gets the better of him, declaring himself to be the greatest intelligence. Having been outsmarted by Iron Man, Beyonder is so displeased at the others that he sends them back where they came from, except for Ares. He claims that he's always liked Ares simply as a being that exists to destroy things. He explains that it would become useful for what comes next. With his experiment nearly over, and having learned so much from Battleworld, it all leads to one indisputable conclusion: that the Avengers must die. Meanwhile, Iron Man claims that Captain America hit him pretty hard for a fake fight. Cap asks Iron Man if, at any point, he was tempted. He claims he was indeed tempted, for with all that immortality, he could learn all the knowledge in the universe, but it wouldn't teach him how to use it wisely. Back at the Avengers Tower, Tony rebuilds Beyonder's orb using the schematics he got from him and claims that they are finally ready to return home with it. Thank you for watching. Check out these other videos and make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to be notified about our latest videos. See you next time.